Hello, my name is Milana Premkumar, and I'm currently a senior public health major and an intern at Dr. Sarah Webb's lab at the Department of Child Health, Behavior, and Development at Seattle Children's Research Institute. I'm presenting my research project on the association between eyes closed resting state EEG alpha power and social responsiveness in youth with and without autism spectrum disorder, using data collected by the GENDAAR study. So, autism spectrum disorder, or ASD, is a neurodevelopmental disorder commonly associated with impairments in social communication and repetitive behaviors. Alpha power is EEG activity between 8 and 12 hertz and is found when an individual is quietly resting. And the alpha power is greater when an individual has their eyes closed compared to having their eyes open. Previous research has shown that alpha power is lower in youth with ASD compared to typically developing or TD youth. The study extends the work by Dr. Newhouse in eyes open resting and aims to evaluate the associations between eyes closed resting state EEG alpha power and social responsiveness in youth with and without ASD. Consistent with Dr. Newhouse's work, we predict that alpha power will be lower in youth with ASD compared to TD. 76 of ASD and 76 of TD youth from the NIH-funded ACE GENDAAR study were included in our analysis. Parents completed the social responsiveness scale, which is a 65-item rating scale that measures autism traits. The region of interest for alpha power also calculated for left frontal, mid-frontal, left central, left posterior, mid-central, mid-posterior, right central, and right posterior. The regions of interest are highlighted in the diagram on the slide. Our aim one was to see if there was any differences between eyes closed alpha power between ASD and TD youth. The results indicate that there's a significant main effective diagnosis for eyes closed alpha power in left frontal, mid-frontal, left central, mid-central, mid-posterior, mid-central, right central, and right posterior. There were no significant differences observed in the left posterior region. For aim 2, we looked at correlations between the social responsiveness scale, total score, and eyes closed alpha power within the ASD group. Our results indicate that there were no significant correlations in any of the regions. The slide shows the right frontal region by SRS total score. In aim 3, we looked further into SRS scores, specifically the communication subscale, as communication is commonly found impairments in ASD. No significant differences were observed for any of the regions. The slide shows the right frontal region by SRS communication subscale. Finally, to wrap everything up, our overall results indicate that they are consistent with the prior research showing that alpha power is reduced in youth with ASD compared to TD youth. There were no significant correlations for the social responsiveness scale, parent report of autism traits. A limitation to the study is the small sample size, as we included only youth who had both valid eyes closed data and SRS scores. Youth with ASD might have a harder time keeping eyes closed without movement and leads to more data loss compared to the TD group. This research can help us better understand the variability in ASD and TD resting states. Our next step is to look at these relationships by gender. Further research should also look at other phenotypic correlates such as the Vineland Adaptive Behavior Scale and verbal and nonverbal IQ. I want to thank all the families who participated in the study and the GENDAAR network for their data collection and analysis. I also want to thank Dr. Newhouse for reviewing my poster and thank my awesome mentor, Mega, and my PI, Dr. Webb, for their support and mentorship.